Welcome, boys, girls, and otherwise, to the Gamers and Wings podcast. This is going to be episode 5. If you can't tell, we're already on our bullshit, per usual. It's your boy, Emmett, at Soviet Kodiak on Insta and Twitter. Hit me up. I think everyone on today has been on a podcast previously, right?
Yeah.
Yup.
Litty. All right. So, say your names, folks.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? It's Max B. Sorry.
Wow. We trash.
No, it's Javier. As of recent, I've been playing a lot of Papers, Please. I've been playing Osu and League of Legends. Silver 2, I'm trash. Hit me up.
Bet. All right.
I'm John, at JT_Brick on Twitter, and I've been playing that Fortnite shit, and I finished the story mode in Genital Jousting.
I thought you were going to say you finished the story mode of Fortnite, and I was like,
Wait a second.
listen.
There is a story mode for jousting?
Yeah.
Holy
That's
shit.
it. Came out of early access, so now there's you get to find love, and you don't get to dick.
I need to play this.
You need to find love. Holy shit.
I need to play this. I have the game.
It's only
I
like
played it
$5 on
Yeah, I got it when I was
It's
$5.
$6.99.
It's 5 on Humble.
Oh, just kidding.
All right, well,
for some bullshit, but yeah.
I'm Roman, Deathvox, 4Xs, and I've been playing mostly League and a little bit of Fortnite, World War II. Those are the main games. I haven't played ranked on League, so I'm still in ranked, so I don't know if I'm trash or not.
Do it with your boy.
Hey, it's Z-Shan here, Z-Shan, both Twitter and Instagram, which I should start to get posting to again. Playing, I would say, be Slay the Spire a fair amount, Fortnite for sure, League, unfortunately, because this podcast has members that broke me back into it unwillingly, but yeah.
Shout out to us for making him play that trash game.
I have such a love-hate relationship with League.
Same. I actually kind of really like League because I've been playing it for too long, so I'm just like stuck with it.
Yeah, more like a sunk cost fallacy. Like, I've only put in $130. Why quit now?
Oh, dude, you're funny, dude. Everyone here would shit bricks if I told them how much I spent on that trash game.
Bro, I have a friend who spent like $600, $700 on the game.
Oh my god, bro! You're only buying skins.
It's a free game. It's a free game. We need to.
What would you guys tell you if I told you I've also spent $600 on League?
No longer a podcast. This is now an intervention.
This is an intervention for my gambling addiction.
You
don't even gamble in a game either, dude.
I thought I was bad.
Yeah, it's true.
What do you say, John?
$250 on Overwatch, but okay.
Dude, I've actually spent like $100 on Overwatch.
I've spent 0 so far, thankfully.
Yeah,
Okay,
I've never
so
spent on Overwatch, but
Neither have
I've spent probably $200 on League by now.
Never mind though. I have spent like fucking $90 on Hearthstone that came out. Fucking packs of fake e-cards, like a big fucking idiot.
I think the most I've ever spent on a video game for like loot boxes and shit was in Mass Effect 3. I probably spent like $200.
No, it's just League. They do this. They do the sales. They every once in a while they have these sales where you click on it and they give you like five skins and they give you sales for them, and they know what skins I want or something.
Yeah, bro.
And they just pick ones, and then I'm out here buying them, getting $15 worth of riot points, and just buying all the skins.
We keep talking about like our money that we've spent on games.
No, man.
No need to bring up credit card debt this episode.
Okay, that's about it. I don't want to go into my dark
I'm
past.
10,000 down in crypto right now. No, I'm just kidding. No, I ain't got nothing in crypto. Oh well.
It's a different conversation. We'll get to that at a different point.
True. We'd have to have Mangu on this if we were going to talk crypto.
And the Ollie's.
Yeah. Both Ollie's.
I want like John to go at it with him to see, because I know you guys have a contrasting like opinions on crypto. So I just want that. I want to hear that little debate.
Right now, I'm super pissed at crypto because I'm trying to build that new PC and it made the price of graphics cards spiked. So fuck crypto.
Dude, what's up with that? Why did that happen?
People use it to make their own mining rigs for.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow, are you serious?
Yep.
Yep.
That's so
Like-
lame, dude.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about buying a PC soon, so that's shitty.
Yeah, it
I'm
really
actually just
sucks.
gonna buy a pre-built and put my current power supply in it.
That's not a bad idea.
Cause like it'd be $1,700 and a 1080 right now is $1,000 alone. So
Jesus.
Jesus. But yeah, shout out to 1080 though. I love it.
Speaking of expensive computer parts, why is RAM so expensive? Is that related to crypto or what's the deal with that?
nah, it's just been going
No.
up.
Yeah, RAM has been high for a second.
That's
Jeez.
shitty. It just gets harder and harder to build computers, apparently.
Yeah, you would think it'd be easier.
This
Yeah.
crypto shit's killing us.
Yeah, I got it at such a great time. I got my PC like at 2015, so I think right before.
Lucky.
And RAM prices were still cheap too. I got lucky too.
Yeah, it was like not even $80 for 8 gigs at the time.
Yeah, my 16 gigs they were DDR3, but they were like maybe $80, but it was 16.
Yeah, I think maybe mine was 50. I don't remember. I know it was one of the cheapest components that I bought.
I wanted to build a computer for a while, and I was like, nah, I'll wait on it until like I have a little more money, until I get a job. I got a fucking job, and now it's not happening.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, so now for something completely different. What y'all think about the whole Twitter trend of like girls being way too into the whole astrology thing and blaming all their bullshit on it, and that whole thing?
Honestly, if you
Go ahead.
do that, you should kill yourself.
Okay,
I think. Sorry,
that's a hot
that's a
take.
strong start.
I haven't seen any of
Yeah.
that bullshit, so
I mean, I always thought half of it is like half jokes. I never thought. I'm sure some people take it somewhat seriously, but not like I don't think people are actually like, hey, if you're this sign, I will not talk to you, or we cannot match. I think it's just more like, oh look, there's this about you because of this sign.
There are two tweets I want to bring into this, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
do apologize right now off the top of my head. I cannot recall those person who tweeted them. I will look those up and link them later if need be. One was astrology is like libertarianism for men,
yeah, I
Nice.
remember that shit. That was great.
and one is astrology is casual racism for millennials.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I thought both of those
That's very
nail on
accurate.
the head, I want to say. So first of all, I do like the aspect of, and the thing what really started it off is how we said how girls online with astrology stuff. I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't know how many guys in my life, and it exists. I won't say right now. It's a weird correlation too between the more woke you are, the more into astrology you are, and that's like the weirdest correlation. But there are a fair amount of people into like crystals and astrology, and I'm like, why? I don't get it, but it's there.
Wait, you say crystals? What is crystals? What is that about?
Like healing
Meth?
crystals and like aura stuff.
Oh god,
My aunt
yeah.
That's like
was
voodoo,
into that
dude.
shit.
that's
Yeah. So
that's
first
cute.
of all, like seeing like it's like the girls online stuff. It's a fair amount, and like especially like I don't want to say superstitious cultures. Like my mom is so super into like tarot card stuff, which also relates to astrology somewhat. I think I have no idea. It's all magic to me.
It's all magic to me.
But
Yeah,
I
no,
mean-
you're right.
I mean, yeah, though it's like I feel like pinning it just on like e-girls and stuff, which is another topic. It's kind of an easy cop out.
Yeah,
What
I
are your
guess.
thoughts?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just the first thing I think of when I think of like the whole
true.
thing going on.
That is true. I don't know why I always think of e-girls and I think of astrology. Maybe just because I'm on Twitter so goddamn much.
Do you know why? It's
Again,
'cause no
big
one in
facts.
person is gonna be like, "Yo, you're a fucking Leo. I don't fuck with you." Like, bro, only girls on the internet are gonna say some silly stuff
But-
like that.
Speaking of,
That
I am
was-
not gonna lie. I have astrology is part of my arsenal in terms of like girls.
I want to hear this.
Oh
Me
boy.
too.
I
Like,
feel
I
like
don't-
Ray being Doug. Let's be real.
Let's hear it.
Like, okay, so I'm not actually I hope no girl ever like that's into me ever hears
Listening?
this. But yeah, but I'm not actually in astrology. I don't truly believe in it. I just think it's neat, right?
Okay.
I mean,
But-
yeah, I could see that.
Oh my god.
Oh God!
Wait,
my
wait,
God,
oh
was that
fuck!
Tanya?
No,
Vicky.
Tanya.
Vicky, just
Wait, was it
kidding,
Vicky or Tanya?
It's Vicky.
Wait, which one died?
This is Vicky.
Tanya.
Tanya's dead. I killed that bitch.
Oh my
Wait, I
god.
thought
we
Johnny
go.
killed her.
Reported.
Oh,
No.
whatever.
I
she
guess
killed
Tanya
her.
was a Pisces. I don't know.
Pisces.
I don't know which one's mean.
Yo,
I
she's
just
low
kinda
key
did one.
ISIS.
Yo, I'm a
She-
Pisces. What the fuck?
I
Yeah, I'm a
Pisces.
Pisces too. Yo,
Pisces.
I go
See,
Pisces.
how you see, this is how little I know.
Pisces
about.
sounds like P ISIS, dude. Come on.
Yo, that's what I was
You can't have that on stream.
Bro, shout out to ISIS though, real quick.
Oh my God.
big shout out. Big shout out.
Big shout out, real quick. Big shout out.
Deadass. Today during the Patriots Jags game, the Patriots went up. Towards the end. I
Mhm.
seriously said I hope that ISIS takes out that building right now.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God,
holy shit.
what is wrong
You
with
gotta
you,
chill.
God? But for the big shouts out to ISIS.
Oh my god.
But so like
Gang
this
shit.
going back to the girls thing. So like yeah, I kind of so usually what I do is just like they tell me about their sign or I tell them about my sign and I kind of just pretend like I go along with like, oh yeah, Leo's vibe really great with like your sign and things like that, or hey, I'm a Leo, we have things in common if we're both Leos or something like that. And I kind of just throw that in there if the girl happens to be into astrology. So it's kind of part of my arsenal.
Is that scummy?
I don't know,
not
bro.
scummy at all.
I'm feeling mixed feelings about this.
I think it's okay. Just like as long as you're not like doing mad research into each astrology and what they're compatible with and what they don't fuck with, and like lying about your sign or whatever, I think he's straight.
I did.
No, yeah, I don't lie about my sign. I'm a Leo.
Okay.
I am a Leo like lion.
I'm like lying.
I
That's a
actually
callback.
just Googled Pisces match for myself.
Oh my god.
Pisces
the
is
results
also,
are-
like emotionally dead. Like,
So if you're a
not
Cancer,
happy.
get at me.
If you're
Hey.
a Cancer.
What's my compatible sign? I'm about to look this up. Leo.
I'm
I
like,
mean, like every culture has it. I mean, doesn't the Chinese calendar have like the 12
oh
animals and stuff?
yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's like whole
hope
years
that is
though.
true.
That one's actually kind of cool though.
Yeah, I like that one. I think I'm a cock. I think I'm a cock because I'm 93.
Yeah,
Ha.
93 is cock because that's me.
I think
It
I'm
was 97.
What the fuck? 97? I gotta go off the podcast, guys. I'm 91.
Dude, you're not
No,
even
no, no,
that
no.
old.
Hold up,
You're
hold up,
8
though.
years
Hold up,
older
though.
than me. Calm
This
down.
is 91.
97 is
hold-
the
out.
goat.
hold on a
I'm the
second.
goat. I'm the goat.
I'm
That's it.
98.
End the podcast. I'm the
98.
goat.
Oh god, Emmett's even younger than me. I gotta go, guys. Bye.
98. Jesus
I'm a little
Christ.
I'm Lil.
You little
Little
boy.
baby
My
boy.
sister's 2 years older than you, and she's younger.
Dude, I'm 20, bro. Let's
I'm
get
only
it.
19.
You're
I'm coming up
Yeah.
on 20.
God damn, I wouldn't have even been in high school with y'all. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Reported.
dude. This is weird.
The
I'm
only
going
one
to
of us
jail.
here that I could have been in high school with was Javi. That's it.
Hey, it's gang.
Gang
We
shit.
would have been best friends for sure.
Oh yeah.
I just
We
realized
would've-
there's
we
such
would've
a
made out,
gap
too.
between
We
you
would.
two and like John and I, because I'm 24,
Yeah, so
and then
Dude, you're 4 years older than me. Calm down.
and then
Jesus.
yeah, exactly 4. It just drops down
5
to like
years. 5 years older
it
than
just
me.
drops down to 20 and 19. It's just like that.
Dude.
And you know what's so weird? It's like that was like 100% like online shit. Like, isn't that wild? Like, I probably wouldn't
Oh,
be
yeah.
like caught seeing like actively talking to like a 21-year-old
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah.
But online, I'm like, wow,
These guys are cool.
ageism out the window.
Ageism out the window. Hell yeah.
What was I gonna say? I feel like astrology, and the second thing, talking about astrology and like who's affected by it, and like being the casual racism of millennials. I feel like astrology is like a really good excuse to like just shit all over another person
Yeah.
because their sign doesn't align with yours. What are your thoughts?
yeah.
I think the
I
signing.
agree, kind of.
I don't believe in the compatibility for shit. That like I actually don't believe in it.
Me neither. I feel like you can get along with whoever you choose to get along with, or whoever they choose to get along with. Like, it just depends on like your attitude towards this person or that person, and just how you act and how they act, and if you're kind of similar, like it's that simple. There's no sign that's going to be like, you know, you're a Pisces, so you know you're good with cancers, so you know what, go fuck every cancer you meet. Like, no, dude, just meet people, and if you like them, you like them. If you don't like them, fuck them. That's simple, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's that simple.
Yeah, but what about the fact that people are influenced by the aspects of their signs, like the position of their planets and the moon? And
I think that's
Oh, I don't understand any of that.
Yeah.
Like, it's some real in-depth stuff. I've like looked into it because I work with a lot of girls and people who are like genuinely into the whole astrology thing. So I work at a very weird-ish kind of company. So, you know, I looked it up once because people were talking about it, and I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? It's like a whole chart you can get. It's like a whole like 7.5 by 11 piece of paper. Like the whole thing is just full. That Mercury in retrograde is like, that's one of like 40.
That's
And I'm
amazing.
like,
What is that? You guys, I think you've mentioned it before in another podcast. So I don't know if you want to talk about this.
like what that means?
Yeah, what is that?
So like in retrograde, so people say like we're
Mercury's
all
the one.
influenced, especially that's like the biggest one too, because when Mercury's in retrograde, like we're all influenced by it, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I think it's when, and don't quote me on this, it's either Mercury is going backwards or it looks like it's going backwards.
Yeah.
Like literally retrograde motion. I think it's because it looks like it's going backwards in the sky if you look at it. And it's like, oh, it's in retrograde, it's going in reverse, it's fucked up. Now my
Balance and internal everything.
yeah, balance is a perfect word for that. Balance is fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. What do you guys think about that?
About
Mercury in retrograde.
I have no idea what. Honestly, I'm lost completely on that sort of stuff. I just know that, like, I just know the basic like traits of like astrology stuff.
That's fair. The thing about that is my birthday is like at a really weird date, so it's like, oh, you're a cusp, so you're like between two of them, and I'm like, so nothing applies to me or everything applies to me. We're good, whatever, fuck it.
Makes sense.
Yep.
At first, I thought you said I'm a cuck, and I was like, wait a second. I was like, what does that have to do with astrology?
So no, but I've done it before. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God!
I don't think we have time to podcast.
Yeah, we don't have time to talk about cuck stories right now. Sorry, Emmett. We'll have to save that for episode 10.
Damn. Yo, episode 10's like a lot closer than you'd expect, though.
Oh
Yeah,
dude. It's like
I was thinking about that. It's like
dude, it's
2-3
5
weeks.
Yeah, like or 2, 3. Yeah, depending on how fast we churn these hoes out.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've recorded.
Yeah, we like missed one, so we're like an episode behind, right?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
So I mean, we're talking like 3 weeks. Right?
Yeah, something like that.
Holy shit! Episode. That's a lot of talking.
Yeah,
Dude, that's 10 hours at least. Probably more like 11 or 12 because sometimes we run off to like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But it's
So
cool.
when we do
dude.
podcast 10 or 30, just 30 hours.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the intro song. It's just
Copyright struck immediately. We're all just
Yeah.
blasted off the face of the earth with lower than I
That's like the best way to like meet Kanye, I think, is to get in a lawsuit over him.
oh hell yeah, let's do it.
Okay, you know, I do it,
for
though.
That's what this podcast has been the entire time.
We just all want to meet Kanye.
A plot to meet Kanye.
Yo,
Yeah.
to be fair, I would
Can't be
put in a
mad.
lot of work to meet Kanye.
Me too, bro. I'd podcast every day if I had to.
Shit.
Oh my god. Not that I wouldn't enjoy it already.
Kanye West,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
welcome to join the pod.
Yeah, you're welcome to get on the podcast and defend yourself against this
Defend?
lawsuit, Kanye.
I don't think I would talk if Kanye was here. I don't.
Yo,
I'm too scared.
Yeah.
you just hear the little
Is there any way
Discord
to like absorb?
Discord the joining noise, and it's like it just easy. Like we'd all be stock silent. Dead ass.
No, dude, this is what I would say. I would go, Yeezy, what's good? It's your boy Javier. And then that's it. And then I would let him talk.
Immediately leave the podcast.
Nah, he'd be like, yo, that was funny, dude. Let me give you some free shoes. And you know what? I'm going to let you fuck him real quick. And I'm like, that's good, bro.
Oh, he's definitely.
No.
never doing
Yo,
the
you just
podcast.
said-
Edit that out.
You just said Cuck Talk is for episode 10.
Oh yeah, fuck. But little did you know, Kanye not only enjoys a little finger in the booty ass bitch, he enjoys some fucking as well.
Oh Jesus!
Call back.
Throwback.
Call back. Wah, 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 wah. Connie, you're welcome to come on the podcast and tell us that you're not a finger in the booty ass bitch.
You're welcome to come on the podcast. Like,
And talk
Oh, yeah,
about how
Daddy.
he likes
Careful,
fingers up his ass.
Or how he doesn't like fingers in his ass.
That's true. I mean, we won't judge if you do, Kanye.
This is true.
Shit, hell no, bro. That's his life. Let him live it.
You know, dude, after you made Yeezus, you can do whatever you want, honestly, bro.
again, big fact.
Facts.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's other albums that just kind of cement his legacy.
They're all 10 out of 10.
They're
It's
all like Late Registration, right?
be real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Late Registration is probably my second favorite.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Is this? Wait a second. Is this the Kanye rankings episode?
No.
We definitely don't have enough people to get upset about that.
Okay, we're not doing that. Okay.
We're not. We're doing it eventually, aren't we?
That might be a no.
If we
No, that's
do
episode-
Israel Palestine, what makes you think we're going to talk Kanye album rankings?
Oh yeah. I forgot that we were. Was I even on that episode? I don't think I was.
I missed it. I listened to it. I'm like, I heard this one was controversial, but it was edited out per needs of the state.
Yeah,
Which
What
episode was that?
Edited out. Was that last episode?
it was
Episode
one-
3.
Yeah.
Oh, 3.
Wait, I was in that one. I don't remember that.
Okay.
I do not remember Palestine Talk. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was
I was
very
playing.
different.
I was
We
playing
were
Save that game. I was just way too into the game.
It happens.
Yeah.
Wow,
30 hours.
We were talking astrology a minute ago. Now we're talking
Now we're
Yeah,
talking about
okay.
Palestine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure the last time is going to be edited out anyways. After we segue to Kanye.
Yeah.
Let's go
No.
from the next.
No, we're dissing Kanye. We're leaving that in. Kanye, you're welcome.
From
I'm not
the
dissing
next
him.
topic.
I'm getting. I'm not dissing him.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no.
since we were on that topic of astrology and e-girls, let's go back and fully flesh out the e-girls conversation about
Flesh
girls
out.
who are extremely online and why we love them so much, because holy shit.
It's got to be because we're all so online, and it's like there's a connection there. The connection being Twitter, and it's like,
Yes.
oh shit, but they're girls. Whoa, nerds don't
Yeah,
usually get to
sometimes.
interact with girls.
Females.
Female, yeah, sorry.
Vagina.
How dare you.
Vagina. I
God.
want to have sex with your vagina.
This is definitely the one I thought.
I could.
Holy shit.
I could talk about e-girls for so much. Like, holy shit! It's just like I was saying earlier in the pre-podcast is that I almost exclusively the way I hit up or hit on girls, it's almost exclusively through online because I don't like
Wait,
I can't
wait.
approach girls
Roman,
I-
did you just say you hit girls? Yo, that's fucked up.
on girls.
That's fucked up, my man.
That's
And I
so
feel like
horrible.
Coming
now
from
we're hitting
John,
the
that means you
conversation
really
where I want to ask Roman, how do you slide in DMs, Roman?
He beats the women.
It depends.
Oh my God.
Usually,
I'm so sorry.
I'm terrible at it, so do not use this advice because I'm actually very terrible at it. What I do is I wait for them to tweet something that I can like share with them. You know how you can share tweets in the DMs with people?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I either do that, like if they tweet something, I'll share it to them and like I'll reply to them with a DM and something and try to start a conversation like that. Either that or just go for the straight up, maybe not hey, but like just a straight up message.
Like all those gifs where it's like Steph Curry or Kobe.
Something like that.
Watching just the hey. All right.
So, oh God.
Oh,
Jeez.
I hate you.
But
I'm
speaking
gonna.
of
Yo,
speaking
so
of e-girls though,
yeah.
I just they're just so attention seeking, and that's the worst part because they seem so cool because like was it Emmett that was saying that like, oh cool, they're online, I'm online, this must be perfect. Yeah, but it really doesn't work that way because they're just online because they want attention. And
Not all of them.
I
Yo,
don't know
that's
about that, dude.
that's not a great assumption.
I will say though, I am online because I want attention. So,
you see,
All right,
There.
introducing Z.
I just
the
have
newest
not have
e-girl.
good experiences with e-girls. I am not gonna lie, so that's why I'm very salty when it comes to e-girls at this point because I've had way too many like bad experiences with e-girls already.
But I think that's like the main thing though. Like it colors your experience and like it flavors like your approaches. Because, for example, like if I had shot my shot 2 times and both of the times were like amazing successes, I'd be telling everyone, "Yo, sliding into DMs never fails." I mean, like it's just like a personal experience thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Like it's like because I've met with a couple of e-girls online. Like I've met up with them and like I've had dates, and I don't know. I think it's just me at this point, but like I'll go on the first date and then they'll do some really weird stuff, like end up straight up curving me. Like date 2, like they'll be like, yeah, no, here's the thing. They agree, like, oh yeah, we should like hang out another time, whatever. It seems like it's going great, right? Like, oh yeah, we should. And then next thing you know, they just curved me. It's happened to me twice. Like one specific one that happened pretty recently. I went out with a girl. I am not.
All right, I'm so sorry.
But I went out with the girl, right? It was cool. It seemed cool, right? And then like a week later, I'm like, hey, there's this other restaurant. We should go there, right? Are you down? She's like, yeah. I'm just sick this week, or I'm not sick this week. She said, I'm sick right now, but
I'm sick this week.
No, she didn't say sick this week.
I'm sick this month.
No, she just said like,
Yo, I'll
I'm
hit
sick
you up
right
next
now.
year.
But yeah, like whenever I'm not sick or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll hit you up like in a week or something, right? Anyway,
Okay.
I waited a little bit more than a week just because I had finals too and stuff like that. So I hit her up, and nothing, and then yeah, it was just that. I was just like,
Wait a
what
minute.
happened?
You told this story in the fashion DM, right?
Yes, I have.
Okay, it is that girl. Damn. I was rooting for
Name
you.
drop
man.
her,
I was
Emmett.
rooting for you. No, I don't know her name.
Get her ass.
But
Yeah.
I was just
But,
like, oh yeah,
yeah, I
go
did tell her
Roman,
that.
and then nothing apparent.
Yeah, it was because I even sent the screenshots where she was like, yeah, definitely, we should. You saw the screenshots then, right? Like, she
Yeah.
seemed like she was.
Oh shit, you got screenshots? Ooh, nah.
And then she was up for it. And then, yeah, just like out of nowhere, no replying. And I was just like,
Nah.
that sucks ass. And that's just one of the few.
That's one of the things about being online though, is like you have no obligations to nobody. Yo, if I dropped off the face of Twitter tomorrow, like who the fuck would know? And like
Me, I would miss you.
I would definitely notice.
But also, I would say, yeah, based on Emmett saying, that's like the first half, yeah, who would notice? But the same thing is like, who does Emmett owe it to, though?
yeah. That's what I was kind of getting at.
Yeah, it's like really
Wait,
at the end of the day, like what kind of commitment is given, and like I feel like the more easily it is to access someone, it feels like it's a lot more easier to like demand their time or like expect it of them when it's so easy to be so flighty. It's like literally no effort is required of me to like flirt online, for example, right?
Yeah.
For
Oh
any of
yeah,
us.
like
But to do it in person, it's like, I'm committing. If I have to approach you or you approach me and we do face-to-face conversation, but like you shoot your shot online, I feel like we really equate it as the same as doing it in person. And it just isn't. Like anyone can do it online.
Yeah, no.
And even online, like this is like assuming you're speaking with the person whose Abby is like a reflection of them, which could also be a straight up lie. We're just like assuming
like,
a lot of things here.
And even if it is them in the Abby, like my Twitter Abby is me, but you can't see my face, you can't see nothing. Like it's different from my like Discord or whatever. But like my Twitter Abby is like from above, my face is blocked by my hat. Like you don't know what the fuck I look like. Like you gotta kind of duck and roll with it. like, no, is it a catfish?
I definitely agree on that. Like, I don't get mad when girls curve me like from the start because it happens. You shooter shoots. Shooter shoot,
That's
and you miss. And I absolutely do not get upset when girls just don't reply or just straight up tell me like, no, get out of here. I don't mind that. Like, okay, I actually like getting rejected. I prefer getting like straight up rejected than ghosted. Yeah, because I'm just like, now I know. Okay, I move on. So, but like, yeah, those curves I do not mind at all because whatever it happens. You're not interested. Okay, whatever. It's just the leading on. Maybe this is a girls thing. Maybe not even e-girls, but just the leading on. I've gotten led on a lot recently from e-girls, and that's just what I don't like.
I feel that, bro.
Can we have Chief keep coming in saying that's the shit I don't like?
How do you guys feel about like? Because I know some people actually do this, like hitting up an e-girl that is not even from your area. Because I don't do this at all.
Trying to get
Wait,
flagged, like,
okay,
you know?
that's so interesting, Roman, because I really thought you were shooting shot widely online, but you're connecting with hot singles in your area.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Honestly, I don't know how you do it. I feel like there's like
Just
three
got
people.
bitches.
There's like 3 people I find online, and it's like, okay, cool. One's in California, one's in Germany, and one's in Canada. Good thing I've ever seen these
big
people in
facts.
my life.
Definitely.
Why are all the cute girls nowhere near me? God damn it.
Damn, bro. Apparently, we're not living where Roman is with like these Pornhub adverts come to life.
That's how he gets all the girls, bro. He opens those Pornhub advertisements that are like, hot singles want to fuck you now. Click here to join. That's how Roman gets his pussy.
Roman actually clicked here and they joined. God damn it.
And actually, girls like, oh, Roman, what's good, baby? Like that.
Clearly
But,
that,
Man, I saw that like Brazzers, Pornhub, whatever the hell, like login, the GDM. Yo,
Oh,
okay.
You barely check that out. Like,
Bro, I've
side
been
note,
using that for 2 weeks, G.
I was gonna say, side
have
note,
never
I've been using that for a while now.
I've never used it.
Yo, is that kind of sus that we all use one porn account?
Nah, bro. It's
Okay.
in this economy. Like,
dead ass.
Can we
Like,
talk about that?
in this economy, dude.
Have you seen the prices for some of those though? It's stupid expensive.
Yeah, I
there's
sometimes
so
see
much
the,
free shit out there. Fuck paying for literally anything.
Yeah, this is true. That's why I just leech off you guys' Pornhub subscriptions because of what I look like paying for porn.
Can it tell when there's 2 people online? I've always wondered that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, actually,
Probably.
he sends a DM and
Okay.
it's like, hey, Emmett wants to join you.
Yo, don't drop my name on this. I actually.
Oh my god. Yo, how sus would that be if like is it gay if like you and someone else are using the same account at the same time watching the same video, both coming at the same time? Like is that sus?
Nah, bro, it's insane.
I think it's just more like a bond at that point.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
Eskimo brothers.
You know how in like Dragon Ball Z, like Goten and Trunks like combine?
They fuse.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! Fusion? Ha!
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
shit.
You guys just touch penis heads and then become one person, and then you come at the same time on some real
Like-
nut shit.
Literally nut shit. All right.
Literally nut shit.
Christ.
Oh, this is so bad.
Well,
Oh,
that's
man.
not what I expected to be talking about tonight. Not gonna lie
Just
to
like
y'all.
that, the podcast is over. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
But yeah, I will
Fuck it,
say
we're
like
out.
I feel like these half is just like the appeal. It's like the appeal of like seeing someone online, and you gotta be honest. Like you kind of hope it's like because realistically, I don't say realistically right now. Like imagine seeing someone like at a bar and stuff. Like I don't know shit about them. I'm not gonna talk to them because they're woke or because they have like a really good opinion on like vaccinations. I'm talking to them because I'm like, oh shit, that's someone I want to smash or make out with. And they seem like approachable enough where I'm gonna approach them. I think
Yo,
it's the
deadass,
same thing with
like-
online. With online, it's just like less factors. It's like if I go approach in person, I can feel rejection, or I can like their body language, or like whatever. Online, it's like less of a risk almost, even though there are definitely like a risk of like getting screenshotted and blasted out.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yep.
But I will say though, yeah, shooting your shot online is something I've never done, only because like extreme self-awareness and scaredness. But
Okay,
I shot
so
my
I
shot
get
online.
that. I get that online where it's like, I'm not gonna shoot my shot. I don't know no one. I don't feel like I'd like have enough online presence to do that. But fuck it, if I'm like in person and I'm like, yo, I want to go talk to that person, I'll fucking do it. Whatever.
why?
I got it IRL. Good.
Wow.
But
I wish I was that. I don't have it on IRL. I'm terrible at it.
Deadass, like just today, I was sitting in fucking Starbucks because I work in a mall, and like I was sitting in Starbucks getting coffee. This girl walks up to me like, "Oh shit, what up?" I was like, okay, we're doing this, I guess." Talking
Oh
with her.
shit!
Dude, what happened? Are you guys married now?
Yeah, actually, we fucked in the bathroom. Nah.
Oh, wait. No, you gotta tell us more about that now, dog.
No, I mean I'm not looking for. So I was just like, yo, what up? Like we just had a little conversation, but
Did
like,
you get a number?
nah.
Did you know her face?
Did you
Wait, what?
nut on her Dude, the question's simple. Did you nut on her face?
You're the most.
Nope, not yet.
no,
No,
I think
not yet.
Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
I think the biggest issue I have with girls online, it's not that I'm like necessarily shy, because I mean I work retail and I talk to, like, especially where I work at a store with a lot of girls
Retail
shop.
gang, let's go.
And,
yes, big facts. Holy shit.
Yeah, so it's just like I have no trouble speaking to beautiful women because I do it all the time. But I think my biggest issue is just the approaching, because I feel like without context I can't do it. Like I don't know what I'd do if I just go up to a girl and be like, hey. And you know what I mean? That's my biggest thing, because once I'm there, like if I have a reason to go up to the person, or like if they came in with like a group of mutual friends or something, they're in the group that I'm in or something like that, they get introduced to me just because they came with somebody, I can easily talk to them. And I have done that before, where a girl comes in and you know, I don't know her, but she's with like the group of people I'm with, and yeah, I'll interact with her, have a great conversation and all of that. But just approaching somebody with zero context, you know, it's just...
See, the thing about that is you got to
hard
make
for me.
some context. Like, you got to like, there's got to be something topical. You just think of something, you're like, oh, damn, like those are some nice shoes. Where'd you get them? Talk about that for a bit, and then it's like, oh, my name's Emmett. What's yours? Da 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 da. All right, cool. Like, you do
Gotcha. So tell her my name is Emmett. It's in the bag.
yeah,
And
actually,
tell
I
her
mean,
you like her shoes.
to be fair, that's worked for me like more often than you think.
Hey, I'm Emmett, like Emmett Till. Wink.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Jesus.
Call back.
Yes, I love it.
Episode 1.
Hey,
Shout out. Yo, go listen to that if you haven't heard. Yeah, that's a
big
Yeah,
shit.
that was a good one.
For the big shouts out, Emmett Till, please. Thank you. Rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
I will say, I feel like, yeah, it's at the end of the day, you know, take it with the mindset. It's like no one owes anyone anything, right? Like how many times? Yeah, or like even like talking like Roman had mentioned, like people in real life, like approaching that. At the end of the day, like fuck it. If they do, they do. If they don't. Like, and obviously, he's saying it's like super easy, but I feel like personally, I found a lot of success in like, not with like, oh, I'm not gonna shoot my shot 10 times. Let's see how many times it happens. But like, just like not being stressed out, and it's like, okay. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just out here enjoying myself regardless. If my whole goal is to go out and get laid, like that's not gonna solve your problems. Like if your whole goal is to like go out and drink, and the goal is like get blacked out, you know, maybe you should like re-examine your goals. But it's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a thing about confidence. A lot of it. If you present as like a confident person, and if you're just like cool with yourself, like you're good, that comes off as more attractive. Other guys can see it, girls see it. It works for anyone. You're like, yeah, I'm me. I don't have to give a damn about no one. I'm looking for, you know, someone to talk to. Sure. Bam, done.
Someone to fuck.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you're doing, yeah.
My goal is to one of these days be at Target. I don't shop at Target right now, but one day I will shop at Target. Goals.
Oh my god.
Trying to get that bougie.
Yeah, so my goal is to just one of the days be like in like cereal aisle at Target or something, and see a beautiful girl, or a girl that I think is beautiful, you know, whatever, you know, next to me or something, and just like, oh, I like that cereal or something. Spark up an organic conversation like that from there.
I think you're already setting yourself up for like a weird
failure. You're setting yourself up for failure, is what he's trying to say.
No,
but I mean,
it's like,
if you're into a girl that's weird, go for it.
Yeah.
I feel like
If she likes Lucky Charms?
cereal is the best.
Yeah, if y'all both fucking with the Captain Crunch, you know, maybe that's
If you both want to
something.
fuck the Lucky Charms leprechaun, it's perfect, right?
It's
To be
love
fair,
versus-
To be fair, I've heard relationships built on weirder shit. Like, just out of, maybe not weirder than wanting to fuck the charms, but like, weirder than, oh, damn, I love that cereal too. Like, relationships start over the weirdest bullshit. All it's got to be is a conversation.
Yeah, that's what I kind of meant. Not necessarily the cereal, but like more just like
no, dude,
I go up to her
cereal,
and
bro.
the main part was that I go up to her like at a grocery store, somewhere like a normal place, just normal conversation, not at the club, nowhere, just like, oh, I see somebody in a regular place, and I don't know, talk to them.
About cereal though.
Not specifically. Maybe I'm looking at I don't know what else do they have at Target?
Foot cream.
Condoms.
Condoms, yes.
Condoms.
Dude, and then you drop, Magnum dong right in front of you.
Oh, sorry, I dropped my Magnum dong.
No, he's like, what does he say? I dropped my Magnum for my monster dong or something.
There you go. That's what he says.
Yeah.
Yo.
You do some real Frank shit right there, bro. That's the best way to pick up girls. Just drop your huge condom.
Do you guys consider like girls from Tinder as e-girls? Because I personally don't.
No.
Nah.
I feel like they gotta be extremely online. Like if I'm tweeting some mean shit, they're tweeting the same shit. I'm like, okay, wow. It's on Tinder. Like everyone, it's just like local desperation,
Yeah.
including myself in there too. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, completely back to the podcast shit, right?
Okay, yeah.
Nah.
Y'all ever just found an e-girl in the wild? Like you're talking to someone and you're like, holy shit, she's an e.
Yes.
No.
It's
Yes.
terrifying.
You said this is your floor person though, right?
Yeah, this is like my supervisor. We call it floor leaders at work. Like she just dropped a random reference to the fucking pixelated boat guy on Twitter, and I was like, what? Hold on, huh? But like, then she said word for word, yeah, I'm extremely online, and I was like, I'm done, I'm out, whatever, fuck it.
Shit.
I was like afraid. I was like, oh my fuck. It's a problem. It's like, what do you do? Holy shit, she's more online than I.
She's
Yeah,
extremely
You
It's
gotta
definitely
leave.
scary.
You gotta leave your job, man.
Damn it, I fucking love that job though.
No man, she outlined you.
Damn. Anyways.
No, yeah, you can definitely tell when someone's like an e person or an e girl. Yeah, like I've had it with minor interactions with people, like at work. There was this one customer, and she was just there, like we're just having like someone was ringing her up, and I was having a conversation with the person that was ringing her up, and we're just, and she just chimed in. She's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm butting into this conversation." I'm like, "Oh, it's fine," and then she made one of those like oh yeah, because I were talking about something in Austin, and my friend was saying, isn't it dangerous there was a shooting, and I was like, oh no, yeah, but it's no biggie, right? And she was like, and then she said this, she's like, oh, I want to die anyway, and I'm just like, this is definitely an e-girl, this is an online thing,
Dude, this
would not say this offline. And I was just like, holy shit.
No, I talk about in real life just wanting to be dead. That's not. Oh no, I'm online though.
Yeah, about to say yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like
That's an online thing, and I was just like, holy shit, this is an online girl, and it's weird. Like for example,
It's
me
weird knowing so like you instantaneously know so much about a person when you realize, oh, they're online.
yeah, like for example, me at work, I do not share my Twitter. Like people know, some people know I have a Twitter just because like they've seen me like. Either they see notifications on my phone or something like that, They know I'm on Twitter, but they do not know my handle. And I try this one time, a coworker tried like, "Hey, what's your handle or whatever?" And I swerved the shit out of that conversation. I was like, "Nope, you're not knowing this one."
Yeah, all of my coworkers, like we all have each other on Instagram and shit. Twitter is a no-go.
Yep.
Dude,
Same.
I once made the mistake of giving my Twitter to my little nephew, and this was like 3 years ago, right? So back then, I was tweeting like a madman, and I was tweeting the nuttiest shit and like the most fucked up thing I could think of at the time. And like I was like, yeah, just follow me. I need more followers. And then like 2 weeks later, I was like, wait a second. I've tweeted shit about his mom. I've tweeted shit about my dad. I've tweeted shit about his dad. I've tweeted shit about the entire family. And I was like, and then I blocked his ass immediately. And then I realized, wait, I have like 4 cousins and like an uncle and an aunt on Twitter. I was like, I need to delete this. And then I just blocked every single one of my family members. So like, I have one cousin that I'm cool with because like we're the same age, and he's the only person I don't have blocked on Twitter.
Fair.
So yeah, no
I
family
have-
on Twitter.
Yeah, I have one cousin. she's like, I don't know, maybe 16, 17. She's young. So I had her like, oh, whatever, add me on Twitter, right? She's family. And luckily she's been fine. She hasn't like brought up anything. And I don't tweet that many wild stuff about family anyway.
I'm not worried about. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
But what I do find weird is that I'm more like E than her. Does that make sense? Like I'm more into like like I mentioned a meme or like I use some like online word and she's like, oh, what? And I'm like, what? And I'm just shocked. Like, don't you know this? You're like 16,
you're on
17.
Twitter.
Yeah, and like you have a Twitter. Online? And she's just like, oh no, I guess not. I'm just like, how the fuck do I know more about this shit than a goddamn actual teenager?
Yeah, true. Fuck, I literally just forgot what I was about to say. Hold up.
You're talking about cucking.
No, episode 10.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I do not have anyone that like is in my family on my Twitter. Fuck that. Yeah. Like the closest I got is like a couple friends, but like I talked about like wanting to be dead. I talk about like way too much nut shit.
Oh, never mind. I said the same, but I have my siblings on Twitter.
Yo, I just joined. What's going on, guys?
Oh, Max is here.
Introduce yourself.
What's up? It's me, your boy Max.
What games have you been playing recently?
2033. Me?
Yeah.
Fuck. I think it's just I played Overwatch for the first time in a couple months, like 2 days ago.
Gross.
So Overwatch. For some reason, I'm playing League.
Gross.
Fortnite, obviously. I'm just trying older games. I'm just trying games again. I know I'm gonna hate myself after playing them, but I'm just trying to make sure.
Yeah, I got you.
Still playing some old, still playing CS every now and then. It's only fun with friends, though. I can't do this shit by myself.
Play CS:GO after this, by the way.
Damn, down.
That shit was fun.
The current topic is e-girls and like E in general.
Oh,
being online as fuck.
Yeah, do you have any e-girl stories, Max?
I don't, thankfully.
You're lucky. Most of us do, because I'm actually married to one right now.
I do not know how serious you are.
Wait, did Javier just admit his sex doll finally arrived?
Oh, yo,
that's what it was. I'm glad you caught that. That's actually what I was talking about.
I knew it.
Yeah, dude, her name is Alexa. So whenever I say Alexa, the doll, and my actual Alexa talks to me. It's pretty hot. Having two girls say "Yeah, Daddy" at the same time, you know. So,
well,
this is actually like the Black Mirror episode I didn't want to listen to.
What was
Somebody's
that?
playing some anime girls. I heard anime girls.
I heard anime girl.
Oh, anime girl.
Someone said I was cheating on her. Baby, is that you?
I will say, I feel like an important thing to make of note is we keep talking about e-girls and stuff and like how online they are. There's definitely like e-boys and like 80% of like, or e-boys sounds so weird. E-men.
E-men.
E-dudes. Call them e-dudes.
E-dudes, thank you.
No, e-bros, please.
Yo, bros is also a more appropriate term because I feel like 80% of these dudes are either just like online, like hardcore, like trolls or like whatever. Who just like, it's just like I'm crazy amount of dudes who like get like shoot their shot online, get swerved, and become like full on misogynist. I feel like that's the appropriate summation of most of e-dudes. And I feel like, man, if dudes are like trash enough in person with like dick pics and like calling you like the B word and like all this other stuff, like under the guise of being like far enough removed and anonymous online, I would venture to say like e-dudes are definitely worse than like in real life dudes.
Yeah, no, you're right. Oh, just a side note, Javier's girlfriend, you are welcome to podcast and defend yourself.
And defend yourself because now she knows that I'm cheating on her with the sex doll.
Yep. And SoundCloud.
Damn, it's like Jerry Springfield.
Jerry Springfield.
Hey, chill, high as fuck. I was thinking about the Simpsons for some reason.
Jerry Springer, bro. Jerry Springer.
Oh, boy.
Jerry Springfield. I can't believe that.
So shout out soundcloud.com/MAXXX2033 for that wacko. All right. Anyways.
Oh, that's good.
All right, so we're gonna move on.
Yeah, I think so.
Can I just say that my girl's an e-girl and we're gonna get married one day? That's all I gotta say.
Okay. I feel like it said
You're
like
gonna
the
be like-
18-year-old.
I'm 20, bro.
Damn. Well, it's like 18 in 8 years.
Jesus. Why do I keep saying my age, though?
But that's like 18 in 8 years, dude. Don't you know?
Years.
Oh my god, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, to be fair, years are actually like a month long.
Hmm.
Like, remember memes from like a couple months ago?
No.
Holy shit! Yeah, exactly.
What meme? I don't even know what meme we're talking about right now.
We're
Just
not.
in
We're
general.
trying to come one up. I don't remember.
Like, think of-
That's so crazy. I just thought about that.
yeah, the internet just moves so fucking fast now. Like, damn, by Kendrick came out like not a whole year ago. Like it's only
3
like
years
4 or
ago.
5 months. Doesn't it feel like a fucking age since To Pimp a Butterfly came out?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it has been, hasn't it?
Like only 3 years.
That's a long time, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it feels like a fuck.
I think it also helps, like, in like the context of things. Like, my life has changed incredibly in 3 years, not just like online and shit. So it's like
I suppose that's
that
fair.
was like how
I
many
think that's
years
why,
ago.
Yeah, I'm kind of shooting from the hip here. I don't know shit about what I'm
I
talking.
think our next topic from astrology coming to e-girls, the next topic is going to be esports and our thoughts on the legitimacy of it and also why
No.
it's so good.
No, thoughts was eager. No, that's fucked up. Never mind.
Reported.
What? You say all
So we're
thoughts
talking
are
about just
e-girls?
esports in general.
All women are queen.
All women are thoughts.
No. It's women are
Back to
queens.
incels.
If she
If she
breathes,
breathes,
she's a thought. Yo, that video is so good.
It's so, dude. The comment that they made about if Post Malone didn't make music, this is the shit he would be doing was so funny, bro.
Oh fuck.
Holy
Yo, I need to go find that video.
Bro, it's so accurate though, bro, because that's exactly what Post Malone would be doing. He'd be making dumbass fucking shit.
He would definitely be like dropping the N-word on Twitch.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
he'd be the next PewDiePie probably.
Did you guys
He
see
would
that?
also. Oh, go ahead.
Did you guys see that video where he almost said the word?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Shout out to Post. Or no, shout out to Post Malone.
Post Malone,
Nah.
How about that?
But shout out to ISIS again though, for quick.
Well,
No,
Also-
okay, so they didn't attack the Patriots today.
ISIS.
Damn, reported, bro.
Oh, yeah, true.
Dark.
I feel like Post Malone would definitely, if he wasn't making music, he'd be like 23 and like attending high school parties.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure.
God damn.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Post Malone, you're welcome to come on the podcast and defend
No,
yourself.
you're not. Post Malone, you're definitely not welcome on here. Get your ass.
Holy shit.
Just kidding. Z has revoked your invite. Get
Yeah,
the fuck out of here, bitch.
He has a great voice. Like shit. I wish
be
he would
fair-
like, take a shower.
Oh god. Damn.
What? If
Post
any, I
Malone,
feel
you're
like,
free to come into my DMs and defend yourself.
I feel like if there's
Or my
any
DMs.
celebrity that would even remotely pay any attention to this podcast, it'd be like someone like Post Malone.
Oh, you're right though. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
I think also,
Like I said,
but listen to this.
Post Malone, you are still very much welcome to slide into my DMs.
Space
And
Goes
defend
Perp,
yourself.
you're very welcome to come on the podcast.
Ja Rule, you are more
FTP.
than welcome to also join.
Ja Rule. Oh, should we talk about the Ja Rule?
What's
Oh,
to
yeah.
talk about? I feel like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
relevancy. Honestly, it's like as much as I appreciate like the beef, I feel like well, if Fab and Jada did it, we can do it. Like, I mean, shit.
Didn't Fat? Oh yeah, Fat and Jada brought back like not a beef. They just did an album together.
Yeah, I mean that's true. It's not a beef, but it's just like let's do anything to get legitimacy again.
Yo, low key, that album was really good. Like it was pretty good.
Fab and Jada's.
Yeah.
I haven't listened. I can't. Honestly, Fab only raps about like falling asleep after sex and like Dominican girls. So it's like, oh man,
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't even listened.
I love them though. Soul tapes are like one of my top 5 mixtapes, personal favorites. Not objectively best, personal favorites though.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
But yes, esports, and tell me
Yeah, esports.
why they
Yeah.
are so trashly received for being such a dumb idea and concept, but also why it's so fun to watch.
Well, I mean, it's just
Esports.
really fun to watch
Dumb
people be.
concept.
It's really fun to watch people be really good at shit. If you ever see someone just like crazy good at anything, it really doesn't even matter if it's like a video game, if it's real. Like someone professionally doing something is interesting to watch at all times.
I
Having
think
competition of that, That's
No.
marketing.
I mean, I've seen like
That's
professional,
true.
like on an ESPN like adjacent channel, like professional darts and bowling. That shit's lit.
Yeah, exactly. Like professional, like I don't know what the fuck, pool, 8-ball, billiards, whatever you want to.
Snooker.
Snooker.
Like that shit's snooker. Yeah, that shit's wild. Like the things people can do, like they can jump. What? Like I don't even understand.
That's a really good point. Anyone else's opinion on esports?
I think esports are very legitimate, dude. And the fact that people get paid so much to do it and so many people watch it, like I think Worlds this year had like 3 million concurrent viewers or something crazy like that. And the fact that like the prize pool can even reach $1 million for one whole team, which I mean, once you think about it, there's 5 players, there's like a coach and there's staff and there's sponsors and stuff. But like still, dude, like it was like 1.5 million this year, dude. Like if I even got like 1/8 of that, dude, I'd be like, oh, that's a bet, bro. Just play some video games and give me money. Like,
I mean, it is legitimate though. I mean, even ESPN is starting to give it some recognition. They put it on their website every once in a while. So that's something. Like I think they've even put it on one of the side. You know how they have like side channels? I think they've mentioned like Worlds or something in one of those side channels. And to add on to its legitimacy, I'm speaking specifically for the LCS because I don't know about any other esports. But for example, LCS this year, they started franchising. And I think that really brought it up a huge notch. Like the Golden State Warriors and the Rockets, they both now have 2 league teams or like a league team each. Like
I think the Celtics have one now, right? Or like Boston has one.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
I remember seeing ads for it somewhere. It's either league or Overwatch.
Yeah, a bunch of teams like
I think it's Overwatch.
I'd like to throw in that TBS actually teamed up with E-League. So
Oh shit.
they have
Oh.
CSGO and I guess Rocket League, and then sometimes Fox Sports has FIFA. Like,
Oh shit!
That's fucking
Wow, people play. Wow, I never thought about that one. I don't know how I feel about. Like, yeah, because I was gonna
That's
mention
funny.
that too.
I
Because
think I wanna lock into what you're about to say, Robin. You know how you feel about what?
I don't know how I feel about because like all esports, like some of them I feel like do have some good legitimacy, and just others I'm sorry, I just don't think that.
And that's my thing. Like, where do we personally draw the line? Because people are like, if you're physically not like, because people look at esports and it's like these kids who are like, you know, arguably out of shape and doing things like sit at the computer all day. These are professional athletes, and then you know people within esports who are like, yeah, esports is hella real. Like, look at the skill involved. Look at like the professionalism and gameplay. But this isn't an esport. Like, where do you personally draw the line?
I guess like I feel like it's weird to call them athletes because that's like
yeah, I don't think they're athletes.
No, yeah, they're just
yeah.
like, what are they?
I've heard that and I'm like,
What do they call them? Gamers?
pro players, or they do say sometimes they do say athletes. Like
I think
it's
they call them
really
swag
Olympic.
masters.
They definitely also use the word athletes. I know that for certain.
and I think that's misplaced.
Yeah, I don't think they should be called that. I think they just call them athletes just because the name
like
esports.
Yeah.
I think they
Damn,
refer
y'all
to as
really don't
athletes.
fuck with esports?
I think no. I think
I
we
fuck
all
with
fuck with
esports.
esports, but I think it's
Yeah.
also like good to hold it in like a critical lens. We can't be like, oh, we all agree with esports. Let's
Yeah.
all like jerk each other off. I feel like
Yeah, 'cause,
to hold some criticism and critiques. I think they called them athletes because of
I
like.
don't see no negative side of esports being
I
perceived.
think they call
Yeah,
it because of
I
like
think-
immigration purposes when they come here like on a visa. I think that was why they called them athletes like a few years back.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess if it's
Oh,
a
wow.
technicality, yeah.
okay.
I'm all for technicalities being used for stuff
Yeah.
like if you want to come to America to do something really fuck it. Come on to America. Like we'll find a technicality, I'm sure.
But going back to what the drawing the line thing, like I personally like I don't think FIFA, because I just feel like some games just do not have what it takes to be esports.
No, you're right.
Oh,
There
okay.
has to be a certain amount of like skill involved and not because like every game ever invented from sports to chess to video games, there's a certain amount of luck and a certain amount of skill that you have to have in order to be good.
Okay, I agree, and I feel like that's why Hearthstone shouldn't be an esport because the amount of luck alone or like randomness alone.
Yeah, it's based on
For some games.
I love Hearthstone.
draw,
Sorry.
like what you draw.
Yeah, agreed. So I feel like the first like even the hand initially obviously is like randomized, so you're literally just taking based off that, and obviously you build a deck around that.
Oh, like Hearthstone?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know
I
about.
feel like it's just so like honestly with the sport, it's like you have like X amount of players versus X amount of players who are in control of the situation in the context, and it's like player v player stuff. You can't account for like Hearthstone, like
Yeah.
an esport like that was just like okay.
I'm gonna go ahead
we
and
have-
say,
Yeah.
like, Hearthstone shouldn't count as a sport. Like, does poker count as a sport?
Yes, it does.
Technically,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it is.
I don't agree
on-
with that
it's
either.
on ESPN.
Actually,
The question
It is on
isn't
ESPN.
the
But
question
they
isn't
banned on ESPN.
the question isn't does it count as a sport, because it does. Should it?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even think poker should. That's not a sport.
Poker, no.
That's-
Yeah,
But
I don't
look,
get
hold
how
on.
poker.
So, well, look, anything is marketable. If people
True.
are interested enough in this one thing,
oh yeah,
I think what solidifies it being a sport, in my perspective, is the fan base that surrounds it.
oh,
how
I'm not
critical-
doubting that.
For me, it's how critical do people take this shit serious? Just as
Yeah, but
as
people-
general, like look at Hearthstone. Hearthstone is self-propelled. There's no point in it where Blizzard pushed it on the people. It literally sold itself up.
Yeah,
They
I'm-
literally had advertisements like in cities across the world.
Well, that's more
Right.
recently. I'm saying when the game first started, they had no intention of saying it was an esport. They saw the interest in it first.
Oh, you mean with the esport aspect? Okay.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
like,
okay.
pushing in
Because look
general.
at Overwatch. Overwatch, nobody took it serious. Literally, like people
Yeah.
were kind of switching over from Team Fortress, switching over from whatever. We got players from League coming and playing Overwatch and shit like that. But no one, even despite how serious these few hundred people were taking it, nobody really gave a fuck for a long time. People still don't give a fuck
about these specific ones.
about
perhaps.
about Overwatch, and it's getting like shoved down our throat. That shit is that's what I fucking hate. I really don't like the fact that I open Blizzard and see professional Overwatch in every city. Like they're trying to become like a national sport.
Yeah, they're trying to make it like the NFL or some shit, and it's just not.
That's
gonna
what I'm
happen.
saying, and it's not
Honestly,
gonna fucking work because no one cares. And
I feel like
bad.
I can't help but appreciate the effort amounting to it, because you have these big league actual teams buying in. At the end of the day, it's not like Blizzard shoving it down our throats and it's up to us to watch it and no one else is doing it. Now clearly these cities are involved. These cities are into it. These like associated sports leagues are into it.
Yeah.
And even though like maybe a few of us are like outspoken on like nah, Overwatch nah, the numbers are there.
I think for me, also the games that I take serious, like I understand some games are esports, like let's say Call of Duty. I don't consider I think that shouldn't be as big as it is. But I understand why. That's the difference, though. I definitely understand why, especially like a game like that. I really don't understand how that's taken serious. But now it's phasing out. Now people are becoming more interested in it as a whole. PC gaming is becoming more prevalent. I think the skill in PC, and that makes me sound really sorry, but I think the skill that you have to have for PC is much higher than the skill that you have to have for Xbox. And I really don't know if that's true, but when you play Call of Duty, it seems so simplified.
I feel like another thing to
And
note
the
is, like,
spawns are randomized. That's one thing. That's for me what the thing is. It's not even randomized. It's a set of spawns, and then they randomize you within a specific zone, and it's just shit.
I think another thing to focus on is like the longevity of it, really, for esports. And it's like obviously like flavor of the month was MOBAs, and now flavor of the month is like battle royales. And when PUBG came out and Fortnite was like in the distance, like nothing real big. There was all this talk about when's PUBG going to be an esport, and it's like, are we focused on like hype over actual longevity? Like League
I'm not
has
interested
been
in
an esport for years, right?
It's not going nowhere.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere. And it's like I feel like a big part of it is like people have to have been involved in them personally. Like I played League for so long, and now I'm done for the most part, except now that I'm back again. But I enjoy watching it, and that's the thing. It's like the involvement. You can't have new things like PUBG where it's like it's so short lived. Possibly, I'm not saying it's over, but like it's so short lived. People don't have the time to build that kind of personal investment into it to then continue to watch it for years later. I could see myself watching like the League championships every year. I'm not going to watch the PUBG ones now, even.
Agreed.
You know what's crazy? I'm looking at the Twitch page right now, but one sport. God. You know that's when we know it's shit is already past where we can't get through it. When they stop calling esports as a sport itself and start counting each game as a sport itself, that's when you know shit has fucking. This shit is way further than any of us would ever thought.
I think League and Dota and CS:GO are kind of there now.
For me, they're definitely there. In terms of
Yeah.
longevity, oh yeah.
I would also say Smash because that's
exactly what
I was gonna bring that one up actually.
Yeah.
I was about to
Perfect.
bring
I
that.
was just about to say that. For me,
Also,
Smash.
Street Fighter to a level.
Oh yeah.
Certainly.
No,
What's the
fighting
name of
games.
that?
For me, fighting games get included because there's a lot of
name of
work put into those games.
Yo, have you guys ever seen the just fighting games like my circle? Have you guys ever seen it's Evo Moment 37?
There you go, Evo.
Daigo fucking
Oh, yeah.
Umehara. Holy
he like
shit.
bucks every Chun-Li or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
15 hit combo. He has to input at like it's 30
insane.
frames a second.
Yeah.
It's literally frame perfect inputs.
Yeah.
I watched that in 240p so many times. It's so
Yeah.
fucking good.
It's like that's crazy shit. If you tell me that doesn't take skill, crazy.
That shit is fantastic. For me, I was just about to say though, Smash, the work that's put into that game, the way it's the community,
That's it.
at a bit times for me, it's a little bit unfavorable and a little cancerous.
But that's it though.
But
That's
that's
exactly,
a game
that's
now.
exactly what sports
Yes,
is now though. We were
of
literally just
course.
talking
Yeah.
about how fucking
That is
annoying
true. I mean,
the
people
Patriot versus the Eagle fan bases.
There you go. Super sports fans are
And that's-
the big nerds.
And those, yeah, exactly. Those are people. I mean, why do we have fantasy football? Like, fuck, it's like, can I make this nerdy thing I gush over even nerdier?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Game.
it makes sense. And it's also like the most cancerous, most outspoken,
Oh
most
yeah.
diehard fans are the ones who pay the money for that shit and pay the money for the apparel and the tickets and like anything relating to that shit. And these are like the annoying Smash purists online who fund the events that we get to watch on Twitch and stuff. So I think it's like
Yeah.
building that community and stuff, and it's like short-lived esports.
That's why you just simply can't deny Smash.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why Blizzard's like, you know what? We don't have that longevity yet because this is such a new game, and you can be so flighty now. Like back in the day, you had like 3 consoles and major releases per console, and that was it. You know, outside like
Jumped in head first in the esports.
yeah, and now it's like
And it didn't work out.
Blizzard's like we don't have that like, window anymore. It's like you have so many options now, and PC gaming is like such a normal thing. It's not such a niche movement. We're gonna literally pave the way and pay the way for our own foundation for esports, which I feel like 1% you can't blame them. I mean, it's an investment. Like fuck.
Yo, another game. I think for me, the games that instantly get a no from me in terms of being an esport, sports games. And
Agreed.
But
Yeah,
I
no.
think
Yeah.
on some level,
there's
like,
too much randomness to these games.
I don't know about that part.
I don't think about that, but
Well, they're simulated as fuck.
But
Yeah.
at some level, aren't like they the first esports? Because I remember like watching G4 when I was a piece of shit middle schooler, and it was
Yeah.
like they had Madden on. So like that
Huh.
was before League of Legends existed. That was before any of this shit that's happened. Like Counter-Strike was the only other esport at the time.
Yeah,
So
and
like,
Smash.
So in a way, didn't Madden and FIFA and Call of Duty pave the way for?
Oh, they definitely did.
Yeah.
Well, they did.
I mean,
not
'cause
that they
were on
deserved it
network TV
in terms of quality.
or not.
But I mean, they laid the groundwork down regardless. Like, you can't.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Even though like it didn't have the longevity and it wasn't good as an esport, it brought the interest in esports in general. I think that's what those games did. Because I remember hearing about that, like
I just think
professional
that's-
Call
yeah,
of Duty. And I was just like, okay, I'm not. This is kind of dumb, but nonetheless, it just because I just said that because of the game specifically, but like esports, it definitely did pave the way. I think.
Big facts. I think another game.
StarCraft.
I think off.
Yes.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
StarCraft is terrifying.
StarCraft deserves. StarCraft is the OG, the triple OG,
That's true.
the crib who've been living in the corner of your block for fucking the past 50 years. I mean,
It'd be
that's,
I don't go out to play basketball because I know like even though I'm good at fundamentals, I'm not good at like the heat of the moment sport. Like if I can sink threes if I have like time to like dribble and shoot some shots. That's like me in StarCraft. Like sure I can learn the skill set, but like being able to actually apply that and like be good in the moment and like the next level of like skill actually required, like I feel that kind of like learning curve is so like anyone can get
it's
in,
steep as
but
fuck.
yeah, having it
There's
steep
just
is like
so
so
much
important.
strategy.
It's not even the joke. It's so fucking steep. I think that's what hurts it. But what's weird is
I think that's what's helping
is
almost.
well, exactly. I think that's what increases the pick because I feel like you can easily play StarCraft and get to silver, and you can that's a casual level. You can play games and enjoy yourself. You can still have long games, understand things. Silver, if you want to, any normal person can get there, because all you have to do is know one aspect really really well, and you'll be good. But
Learn how to Zerg rush.
I think it's
But-
like that's like the difference too. It's like how accessible is this? Like I can't play StarCraft at that level, but I can
Well,
I can like net deck a Hearthstone
hold
deck
up,
and like
though.
also top deck like the pros, and that's it.
that's
Hold
why
up,
that's
though.
why the randomness is bullshit.
The,
for Hearthstone.
The accessibility, like, it's kind of the same thing with professional sports, like athletic sports, though. How many
That's
people can actually learn,
yeah.
play soccer at that level? Like,
Exactly.
it's not as accessible if you think about it. The difficulty curve of becoming, that good. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
people like Odell, or no, what's that guy's name?
Messi?
Well, Messi, yeah. I'm thinking Beckham.
David Beckham.
I know.
David Beckham. I almost said Odell Beckham. That's why I was like, I'm gonna stop myself here.
Close.
Yeah, David Beckham. Like being able to like curve up those shots, like that takes practice. Being able to do that shit like consistently every time you need
Yeah,
to,
but I feel like
exactly the way
the
you need to.
fundamentals
You have to be
for
crazy good to be able to bend it like Beckham.
I feel
That's
like-
exactly why I know that.
Boo.
I feel like the fucking the learning curve for sports is different. I don't know, for StarCraft, there's like
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
There's
it makes the
literal
StarCraft
exact-
invalid.
yeah, but StarCraft is way more I don't know, I feel like an asshole for saying that, but sports have a physical aspect that increases the difficulty already. So that's why I feel like it's a serious, but
I feel like at this point in my life, playing professional StarCraft and playing professional like NBA are about as far away from me.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like realistically, it's like
That's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's the same sort of validity in terms of curve.
I
where it's
agree with
like-
Elliot here. I mean, either way, at the end of the day, like people, if you don't put in the practice and you don't have access to the resources where you like can hone your edge against other players of like that kind of level of caliber, and master the fundamentals and study that gameplay, it's like
and learn like the
No,
psychology of the
that's
game
why I
and
love
shit.
playing ESEA for CS:GO.
how do y'all feel about speed runs as an esport?
I feel like that's
No, it's a no from me.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a pretty clear consensus.
yeah. I mean, it's really like that sort of thing is almost just memorizing like buttons.
Yeah.
Like you
It's
gotta.
it's just about memorizing and over and just keep playing. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily about anything you have to think about. No,
There's
here's
no
the moment. And if there is, then that means the game is random, which means it excuses itself from being a sport.
Mm.
So I feel like that's why speedruns are just a no for me, dog. Because there's literally paths and patterns to way everything is written. So you know what I'm saying? So there's always going to be one clear fucking path somebody usually can say.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean, obviously, I mean, there was like that video yesterday or like this past couple of days where there was a guy who did Through the Fire and Flames on expert 100% blindfolded, you know?
Yeah.
That's like ridiculous.
That's memory and memory.
Yeah.
I can't even do that shit on fucking expert still.
Oh yeah, I can barely play Guitar Hero.
I
Like,
can, no,
where you
I'm,
need
I'm,
the.
I can play expert.
I can
I can play on expert. I'm litty with the Guitar Hero, but that song is
Wait,
is
what's the
cracking
hardest
shit.
difficulty?
Expert?
Okay, yeah, no, that's
It's
the
like
one I can't do.
Beginner, medium, hard expert.
Yeah.
I can do hard. I can't do expert.
They added, yeah, though, but no, but the way people are doing it is there's a Guitar Hero for the computer, Guitar Hero 3, and you can have mods, and there's like official song packs and shit.
Hold
that
up.
Oh
they take
shit!
over.
I'm gonna
I
have
have
to get
this.
that.
I have this on my computer.
Yo, I need you to link this to me.
I'm gonna have to get that. Holy shit! That sounds.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero
but-
3 shit growing
So
up.
that's what people are taking the most serious. Nobody's considering the new ones. Nobody's considering Guitar Hero Live, the new Rock Band. That shit doesn't
Oh
count.
yeah, fuck that shit.
For in terms of Guitar Hero, it's just Guitar Hero 3, and that's it. There's no other,
Holy shit.
Well, I feel like we pretty much definitely appreciate the feedback on the speedrun hate.
It's not hate, but it's not
I'm
hate.
kidding.
It's because like there's no thinking to it.
No, I get it. Like I'm not gonna watch like
It's just
I was gonna watch like
it's literally the same shit over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's so funny when they get so.
I will say
Like,
it is an
their
awesome,
solve is
it is an
amazing.
awesome collection of. Cause clearly, if you're a speedrunner, this is like all you do, right? You master this one obscure game, so it's
Dead ass.
it's funny like these one times like these couple events a year where you're like really luring out these hermits and introverts who would otherwise never see the light of day, and then putting them on a public stream for thousands of people to watch, and it's like here, be sociable in public,
God.
and you better like it.
And they're so good.
Boom. Roasted.
Man, honestly, I don't like HDQ because it's like games being played fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because it's so fucking cringy. God
True.
damn.
It's literally the
it's
worst
so
thing in the
good.
world.
It's
I don't know.
so
I'm
good.
pretty sure everybody's already heard my rant about that one Mirror's Edge fucking thing.
Yeah, that's not
There's
even the
I don't
God.
even think I've heard
It's
that
not.
actually.
It's not even that. It's not even that bad. It's just. I know that this is like the way it. This happens regularly. This isn't even the worst to the worst. It's just the interaction that goes on is so fucking bad.
No, I don't. I actually don't know what happened. Like,
So-
summarized real quick.
Okay, so there's this kid playing Mirror's Edge. Now, I guess games have different types of speed runs,
Yes.
which is already another big sigh as it is.
Yeah.
It's trying to make it harder for themselves for like just come on, dude. Like that's weird.
I'll disagree there, but
So there's glitchless, and
100%.
full glitches, and then as fast as possible doesn't, and then yeah, like he was saying, getting the 100%. And so this dude was sitting there playing glitchless, and he would still do questionable ass shit.
yeah, I saw one of that.
And it wasn't like,
some
but like
glitches are acceptable.
watching it isn't that bad when you think about it. But then you hear the dude rag on him every single. Oh, so that's just not a glitch. No, it's not a glitch. That's not a glitch.
I feel like that's
And
just an
it's-
issue with like the commentators being like, "What the fuck, cringy as hell."
But yeah, he was like trying to confront him, like trying to make it a big thing, and nobody gave a fuck. He's just sitting there like huffing and puffing the entire time. It's really fucking cringy.
Oh god.
I love seeing cringy shit like that, honestly, bro.
Oh my
I
god.
cringe humor is like a lot. Like sometimes I can handle it. Sometimes I'm.
No, I really can't handle it.
I love or cringe humor, as in like watching people being cringy, or what do you guys
Like
mean?
I can't
Yeah.
watch The Office. Like I can't.
Oh,
do
okay.
that.
Agreed.
I tried to watch The Office like 5 times,
It kills me.
and I got it on the
Inside.
6th time. I just kept trying because like the fuck listening to Michael Scott, the first season I skipped it
What?
because it was so bad.
Nah, bro.
It like
It
physically
was
hurts me.
so bad.
I would say-
funny.
I literally like no. I mean, I rewatched it, so it's okay. After I got, but like season 1 goes too hard with the cringy shit, and it just made
Yeah.
because it's literally just bad.
I think
Like,
it
literally
I think
just not even cringy. It's just oh shit. It's just bad.
I think it just like as I agree with you, definitely not on the bad part, but it's like so cringy. I literally could have this like just look away. But I think The Office peaks at cringiness with Scott's tots.
Oh yeah, I have to walk out of the room.
That is
I have to walk out.
worst
It's
episode.
probably one of my favorite episodes of television ever.
It is the worst thing that ever happened to TV, bro.
But I feel
way
like by the time that I
kept letting
watched
it
it,
go on, bro.
by the time that I watched it, I was kind of used to Michael Scott. Like you kind of warm up to it. For
I just
me,
can't.
at least that's
like,
how
I
it is.
physically can't handle it. Like I have to walk out of the room.
I mean, you kind of get it eventually, like the way that they're
So bad,
doing it.
He
But,
wants
like-
to give them fucking
like-
battery.
Literally, there's some parts because the way they write it, the way the show is just written, and you understand the way they basically force you to understand this weird niche comedy, which is kind of why it's where it's at. And there's like literally parts where all the main character Jim, all the dude has to fucking do is look in the camera, and you're gonna lose your shit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think it's weird. I think The Office is interesting as a series because you have to understand this type of comedy. most of
I
the
still
time.
haven't gotten into it. I've been wanting to. I tried once and I really didn't get it. I was just
You know what
wasn't
I would
paying
do
too
if I
much
were you?
That should
attention.
be your pickup line, Roman. Be like, I've never seen The Office before, shit, and then boom.
You know that would probably
Any
that would
white
have some
girl
good.
would- any
That would
white girl would
probably
love-
work.
Any white girl would like take you under her like wing, and be like, I got you, baby. Let me
Okay,
introduce you
so
to the
you
world.
say
of
that,
love."
right?
might work.
Yo, for
You
real though,
say that,
watch
but I've
Parks
had
and
that happen.
Recreation.
I've had that happen. Fuck,
my
what TV
God.
show?
Wait,
I
you
referenced-
did that?
My first girlfriend, I forgot. It wasn't like how we started dating, but it was like early on. I told her, yo, we were just talking about it. It was like, nah, I've never seen that show. And she was like, holy shit.
Honestly,
Come over later. Like, we're going to watch this. And fuck
Yep.
it, yeah.
And then you fuck.
Mash. No, yeah, actually.
Damn.
That's how I feel about It's Always Sunny. Like if a girl tells me I've never seen It's Always Sunny, I'm like, what? You need to see this.
It might have been Sunny.
I will say, that's
God.
low key why I haven't seen Black Mirror because I know this girl's into me, and I want to be like, well, do you want to watch come Black? We both haven't seen Black Mirror latest season. Do you want to like come by and watch it? Boom, easy.
Fucking all night, baby.
Nah, I feel like I'd be too fucked up by the show to want to fuck.
Yeah, I'd like want to just
Yeah.
cuddle afterwards. And, like,
I don't know if
talk
that's just me.
I just watch like the 2 positive episodes and be like, okay, that's enough.
You definitely have to watch the first episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro,
that
that's
one
the time.
especially. Like that'll get you in the mood.
If that
Well, you
doesn't get
say
in the mood, nothing will.
Jump immediately into role play, like I'll be the pig.
Oh my
The girl just goes oink oink, daddy.
Yeah, isn't
Holy
that
shit.
how normal starts?
Hold on, I have a question though. Javi, do you remember what episode we said we were going to talk about the free shit was?
Wait,
'Cause I remember.
what
I
shit?
think you said like it was somewhere not close or not far from 5.
Wait. Talk about what though? Talk about what?
The furry shit. You were. I referenced that episode 1.
John is here though.
Nah.
Not yet, but
I
like
think at this
we gotta
point it
figure
is-
that
We'll
out.
say
Two things.
episode 11.
It is getting kind
So
of
it's
late-ish,
like,
and we have segued into how many topics?
Exactly.
Yeah, we can't add
So
any,
spoilers or teaser for one of the coming weeks eventually. There's a story there, and it's a good one.
Oh hell yeah, week 11. Podcast 11. Come through, baby.
Hell yeah.
Side note into like cringe humor is I've been watching a lot of Brooklyn 99. Is that sort of because I've heard a lot of people
Nah.
compare
It's
it.
like
It's like
goofy
a light-
slapstick.
It's like a light sugar. It's like a fucking it's like a Splenda version of The Office.
Oh, okay,
Nah.
because like I really enjoy it.
more casual. I think it's nice though. I think it's good though.
Yeah.
It's actually a well written show. But I'm in terms of the comedy that
cringe?
they use.
Yeah.
And the cringe.
There's not a lot of cringe on that show. I feel
It's not that bad.
Definitely some
Really
moments.
not that bad.
it is very
The way
fun.
they take on their moments are much different from The Office.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I love the fucking show.
No,
Like,
I fucks with it.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
That's why I just got Hulu for that.
if anyone listening has not seen that show,
you need to
Yeah,
watch
99,
it.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, bro, you need to watch that fucking.
Yo,
Do
show.
one of y'all want to invite me over so we can have...
no, straight up, Javi, like DM me later. I'll give you my Hulu.
Bro, that's a bet.
Yeah,
Alright.
so,
But we're putting you onto so much shit. We put you onto Bodega
Bodega
Boys.
Boys.
Like,
I've never seen
Oh,
Bodega
I'm
Boys.
sad.
No, you gotta listen.
You need to
Bodega
listen.
Boys.
Never been
I'm
out
on
of a
episode
rock.
14 now.
You gotta listen to Bodega Boys.
I'll check it out eventually.
It's so fire, dude.
Fuck, I was about to make a Bodega Boys reference earlier this episode. we were talking about ISIS, and I was like, "Yo, shout out to the sponsor."
Shout out to
Oh my
ISIS.
god, bro.
Dude, that's the only reason I said shout out to ISIS. Big boy.
I'm Pakistani. We can't be making these ISIS jokes. I'm actually like never come back.
Oh,
my god!
sorry.
I'm gonna get like found with the TSA and be like,
Oh, I thought you were saying like you were offended. I was like, "Yo, we'll shut."
No, I thought he meant ISIS. That's what I thought. I thought the ISIS would come and behead him.
Damn.
Damn, my guy.
No, like-
back.
nah, bro.
If anyone,
Good thing the
anyone's
government shut
uncomfortable
down.
with it-
Otherwise, they'd like fine us for these terrible jokes.
Yo, Clash Royale is the best esport.
Get the fuck out.
What do you say?
Animal Crossing, no, esport wise.
Animal
I fucks
Crossing
with-
Pocket Camp is the
I fucks
greatest
with
esport of all time.
Clash Royale. I'm not even gonna front. I really do, because Clash
I've
Royale
never
actually has some
played that
strategy behind
shit.
it. But it's more so like a rock paper scissors game, like a lighthearted version, like a super lighthearted version of StarCraft for your phone.
Are we still talking Play-Doh, or we're gonna?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Shit.
God! No!
Y'all want to do that real quick? Yeah. All right.
No, I'm tired.
No, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're
like,
mentioning that. That
We
makes
don't
me
we
think-
don't endorse eating Play-Doh.
Yeah, we
So,
do. Fuck yeah, we do.
I do.
Yo, man, you ever seen some crayons? They be looking nice as fuck.
Yo, have you ever tasted cerulean blue? Good shit.
What is that?
What?
It's a
It's
color.
a type
bro.
of crayon.
It's a color.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Y'all be eating crayons and not reading the ingredients.
Fuck
Disgusting.
no, I just eat them hoes.
Nah, I be eating the gluten-free ones. Don't worry, my guy.
You gotta smoke them. Let's be real. Like that's the best way to get.
Smoking big
Damn, bro. I don't think I'm of age yet to be smoking crayons.
How old you gotta be? I'm younger than you. What?
6.
Hey,
yeah,
the
bro.
box says 8 and up. So what the fuck y'all talking about?
Exactly.
Not eating down.
Bro, that's 80 years, dude. Not in real life years.
Years.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
so
yeah.
that's a 1.5 year. Don't worry.
I just
Perfect.
gotta mention real quick though that earlier Z said that he had never tasted Play-Doh before.
And he's the oldest one here.
I have.
Yes.
Both true. Yes.
What?
Thank you.
Wait,
Witness.
have you? How
Hell
have you,
no.
you never smelled Play-Doh and you're like, hey, I wonder what this tastes like. You just like lick the Play-Doh or something. Not eat it.
Hell no.
Not as an adult. Not as an adult.
No.
As
As
a
a
kid,
kid.
as an adult, I might be more inclined to do it now. As a kid, I was fucking
I'll ship you some
disgusted.
Play-Doh.
See, this.
Yo, shout out to Javi by the by, because when we
I
were
just
talking
played-
about this, he had Play-Doh.
I had Play-Doh and I ate some.
He ate some, and he's like, "Oh, this is terrible." And he's saying that he like bit into it, and we're like, "No,
No,
we just
I
like,
actually I took a legit bite.
Damn,
I was
I don't want
chewing, I was like,
Play-Doh.
this trash. This
I want to
tastes
play
like
with Play-Doh. I don't even want to make no weird stuff.
Nah, you should definitely like taste it real quick at some point. Z, like, it's
Give it a
terrible.
quick lick.
Should I record a vid? Dude, can the picture of the podcast just be me taking a bite out of Play-Doh?
Oh,
Yo,
Yes.
yes.
All right, I'll take that picture right now.
All right.
Yo,
Bet.
this is how we're gonna
So-
blow up.
And this is how we're gonna.
We need to have wild ass. I got a perfect podcast.
I like
picture.
how
Oh,
the
you guys
other
aren't
topic
ready.
we didn't cover was the challenges, like the cinnamon, light yourself on fire, Tide Pod, and we are inevitably challenging each other to eat fucking Play-Doh.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
listen. Hey, that it don't matter. It's an inside joke. It's okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's how you.
Just
I feel
because
like
we're
I
actually
appreciate.
gonna do it doesn't mean
I
other.
appreciate
Oh
the
god, I
Tide
actually
Pod.
got some of my teeth and they taste horrible.
Oh my
there you
God.
go.
Oh my god.
Bro, I appreciate the Tide Pod thing so much. Like I really do, only
It's so
because
dumb.
we
Glad
memed
you're
it
gonna
so
shit
much.
yourselves when you see this picture.
We meme the Tide Pod thing so much online, like as a collective global consciousness, that people actually did it. Like we're
Yo,
like,
hold up,
we're not
though.
gonna be eating Tide Pods, but they're so tasty, and then we did it.
They've kind of good.
Okay, no, hold on.
kind of good.
So you guys referenced this, and I wasn't gonna bring it up, but so you remember how I was talking about my manager,
Wait,
the
what
one
do you
who's
mean?
like
yeah.
very
Look at the
online.
group DM. Look at the group DM.
Oh god.
E-girl, right?
Yeah, the e-girl manager. So I work at some. Oh fuck! I haven't got the notification yet. I'm gonna see that later. I work at a place that sells bath bombs and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yes.
And fucking, so we get little kids in who are super annoying and they like destroy stuff. Apparently, at some point today, like I was talking with this manager, the e-girl. One of these little fuckhead kids came in and was like, "Do you guys have Tide Pod bath bombs?" And she was
No
like,
way.
"No, I ate them all." What?
Oh my god, she's
I was
so
like-
online.
I couldn't handle it.
Oh, bro. Yeah.
She's
online if I've ever heard more. That's the most online thing I've
I
ever
think
heard
she
of.
might be in this podcast from what it seems like.
That was actually me. I'm the one that ate the Tide Pods.
Fuck. That's a story that had to happen.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's some of the silly shit.
She's about to bump into this podcast.
Yo, yeah.
She's-
Make a
Yeah.
reference to it. An inside
She's gonna
joke.
come in and be like,
Bro,
yo,
shout her
you're
out,
free to come in and defend yourself on this podcast. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, hold on, what?
Jennifer, you're welcome to come on the podcast and defend yourself.
That's not her
by
name,
the
no.
way. Yeah.
I was
That's a
I
no.
literally had to restrain myself from name drop. Whoops.
Damn.
Speaking
Alright.
of name drops, that girl in Starbucks, shout out to you, Amanda.
Damn, guys.
Damn,
Bro,
we-
name drop.
Are we dedicating these episodes to girls who we will never talk to again? 'Cause,
Oh my god. If we
I
could
am
do that.
all about that.
If we could
I
do
am
that.
all about
okay,
that.
everyone gets one an episode, and you got to explain why or why not you'll ever talk to them again.
All right, so
And
shout out to Amanda.
that'll be part of the outro once we get to the outro.
Shouts
we're
out
about to do
shouts
that.
out to Peppa the Pig.
Is this the
That's
outro
mine.
then?
No.
Go back.
Like we said, one per episode, and I accidentally called it. Shout out to you, Amanda, who I met at Starbucks. She complimented me on my makeup, and that was the whole conversation.
Oh, she's
10
not
out of 10.
hot.
10 out of 10.
Nice. Woo.
Oh yeah,
She thick.
Is she thick?
she thick, a little bit, slim
Man,
thick.
wait, why you ain't
That's
never
enough.
gonna talk to her again though? Now I'm sad.
Yo, I didn't get her last name or her number or none of.
Dude,
You guys
Yeah,
shop at the
lots,
same.
man.
You guys go to the same coffee shop though. You might bump into her again.
yeah, Starbucks.
Just stick it out. Just,
That
you ever
Starbucks
seen
ain't a
Seinfeld?
well though.
Yeah. See, y'all ever seen Seinfeld? That the I'm watching it on Hulu. They stake out this bitch's workplace.
Oh god.
They literally were like
Yeah.
down in the lobby for like hours. Oh, and when she came out for lunch, she's like, "Oh, I'm just passing by. I'm here to
Oh,
see
yeah.
Daniel Reed." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like making up.
Hey,
I don't
Riley.
know, it was just interesting.
Yeah, he
She's just taking out.
Bugs on her super hard. Just stay at podcast. Sir at Starbucks 24/7. She's like, "Oh, what you doing here?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm listening to my podcast."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you have a Mac. If you don't have a Mac,
Just
Yo.
be like, we have 3
then
confirmed
get
listeners.
your iPad or get your iPhone and get yourself a little keyboard or something. Make it look extra as fuck, and then wear a scarf.
Oh yeah. Oh, I look like a hipster usually. When
And then no jacket, just a t-shirt with a scarf and beanie.
Nope. Sleeveless vest, leather.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're
That's a little hardcore.
looking like a
Dora.
70s Middle Eastern men in the nightclub.
Socks with sandals, not even the good sandals.
All right.
Like the really bad ones. The
Emmett
orthodox.
had his love story shout out. Who's next on the outro? Also, wait, Emmett.
Oh
you
no.
gotta do your fighting game.
You said we're gonna do each. So that has been the Gamers and Wings podcast, episode number 5. Hell yeah, we actually survived this long. That's cool. So I have been, I guess, the host. I don't know what the fuck to call it. The intro outro guy,
The main bitch.
The OG triple OG.
Rude.
the Rizzo of the podcast. Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So I'm Soviet Kodiak, Emmett, if you want to actually call me my name. On Twitter, on Instagram, whatever, come find me. And I think my favorite fighting game, as of right now, is probably Super Smash Bros. Melee. Yeah,
Not a fan.
Good choice.
the fucking good game. Yo, Skullgirls though is a close second.
Dude, I played Skullgirls. I'm too shit to play that
That shit
game.
is so hard.
Who's next?
I'm so face my Beowulf. Face my Beowulf.
I'll lose. You play any character, I'll lose. That's a bet.
All right. So Javi.
All right, it's Javier. You already know. My Venmo is Higashi. First I is an I actually.
God.
Hit me up on Venmo. Send me some love there. Show me some love on Twitter. First I is an X on Twitter. Also, fuck that one dude who stole my clout from my meme that I posted earlier about my dad spelling spaghetti. All right, who's next for the outro?
No, you gotta shout out your fighting game and your girl you're not gonna talk to.
No. The girl is gonna be
No,
one
the
per
girls
episode.
one per yeah, because I feel like that could go on.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay, so
Fighting game.
honestly, my favorite fighting game, and this is gonna sound kind of weird, is it's probably Mortal Kombat X, dude. I've put so many hours to that, and I've played so much online, and I've smacked so many fucking kids in Sub-Zero. It's ridiculous, bro. Like people message me mad as hell, like,
Bro, how did you just hit that 16 combo, bro? You're a little
My
bitch.
neck and Risoko.
1v1 me. Yeah, bro. Hey. All right. Next shout out or next outro.
John.
What up? On actually the brick. I'd have to say my favorite fighting game is Street Fighter 2.
Ooh, that's solid. They got Street Fighter 2 for the Switch, and I am seriously.
It's so good.
Oh.
The Switch version just like.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Roman, you up?
I'm Roman. At Deathbox 4X's. I guess my favorite fighting game. I'm not a huge fan of fighting games in general. I think it would. Oh, actually, yeah, I do have a favorite. Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Alright.
Okay.
That's
The old ass one from like the one that used to be like on the PSP and like the PS2. That one.
Roman is really showing his commitment to
Wait.
reboots over here, and I appreciate it.
And because that's just I don't know that's the game. That's pretty much the only fighting game I would play when I was like ever when I was young. I was never into fighting games, and I played that one. It was super fun, and I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, so that was super
I feel.
cool.
Bro, I'm about to watch this whole fucking series.
Hell yeah. Mac?
My name is Z-Shan. Find me at Twitter at Z-Shan or Instagram, same. I would
Typed all
say,
the way out, that hyphen.
yeah, the
With
hyphen
respect
is
on his
the
name.
whole last word.
Yeah.
I will say my favorite fighting game. I feel like nowadays the fights are so necessary. I haven't kept up with anything recently, but based off like nostalgia value, I think the first fighting game was the first game I ever had on PlayStation, which was Tekken 3. And playing that with my dad and my brother, definitely nostalgia values. So that alone, Tekken 3.
Alright. Max, you up?
It's your boy Max, your MAXXX2033. Ow, for fighting games. Yeah, it's probably Melee.
Really?
That's a good game.
Can I actually change my answer to Godzilla fights Mothra? Because there's a PS2 game where you can play as Godzilla like universe characters, and that shit was bomb. And I beat my
Oh,
dad,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's all.
Yo, there's a JoJo fighting game I want to play, but it's old as fuck.
That sounds dope.
In Japanese.
This is kind of off topic, but not really. Y'all remember the old game Rampage?
Mhm.
Like the
No.
monsters fighting and shit?
They're making a movie.
Oh, yeah.
So bad at outros.
Yeah, we are. It's fine.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Can we just cut this? Alright, and that's the end of the episode, guys.
Yeah, John, I know you're talking about big monsters fighting monsters in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're making
All right.
a movie out of
So-
Rock.
It's gonna be trash.
let's end this. Thanks for listening, everybody. Like I said, Gamers Doing Podcast. Check us out. We're on SoundCloud right now.
Nah,
We're working on getting on
YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
Fuck SoundCloud. SoundCloud.
yeah.
Fuck
Shit.
SoundCloud.
We're on
Okay.
there a lot.
We'll elaborate on that next episode. Find us on YouTube. Check us out.
Thank you.
Bada bing, bada boom, baby.